Hi, this is the Ogre from MattOgre.com and WeTheArm.com, and I've got here a Beretta 92 FS with different rear sights. It'd be called the M9. This one here has got tritium night sights. I don't know if the webcam will pick that up. Don't know if it's all that important. You can just take my word for it. There we go. You can kind of see where it's got the little mark. Okay, it's not going to focus on it. Take my word for it. Tritium night sights. It was a Leo gun. This was meant for law enforcement, sold to a law enforcement agency, then sold to a friend of mine, then sold to my brother, then sold to me. So this has a long history of being an awesome gun with awesome owners. The safety mechanism, very, very straightforward. Up to fire. Then it's in double action mode. Down goes into safe and it decocks it. You can see the finish is well worn on this pistol. It's had a lot of rounds through it. Many, many, many happy rounds, happy shooting times. Um, this gun here is just, it is sexy. It's big, it's curvy, it looks good, it's intimidating looking. Check that out. That is just sexy beast. Awesome. That's why it's been in so many bloody movies. It's been in Lethal Weapon. It's been in uh, Die Hard. It's been in The Matrix, and it's been in so many movies. Man, go to Internet Movie Farm database and look it up. It's it's just amazing. I've got here my rounds. Winchester PDX1 is my that's my normal round. Uh, for 9mm though, I like the Hornady Critical Duty, and you can see the Critical Duty has got the little plug. This isn't the Critical Defense. This is the heavier, hotter Critical Duty load. It's got that little red plug in it. Hornady ammo is amazing. Now this is a standard 15 round magazine. I've got a friend of mine sent me 3 of these bad boys. Super slick NP3 coating on the magazines and the followers. And it has a nice polished stainless steel feel to it, and it makes the cycling very, very reliable. The rounds are very smooth to pop off. Look at this, I'm making a mess. The things I do for you people, just you have no idea. They go in, they feed really, really easily on those NP3 coated feed lips. Allows those to, just very smooth, very easy functioning. The standard rounds that the magazine holds, the standard magazine, it is 15 rounds. And 15 back in the day was the magic number. Everybody wanted 15 round magazines. But nowadays, with higher capacity magazines, 15 is considered to be low. It's a low round count, and a lot of people think that that is not enough not enough ammo for a gun of the size. The Beretta 92 is too big for its caliber, and it holds too few rounds for its caliber. And maybe there's a point about that, maybe not. If you want a higher capacity magazine, though, you can get them. They're out there. I've seen 17 rounders, I've seen 18 rounders, I've seen 20 rounders, and I've seen, you know, 30s and 40 round mags. I think there's even a 50 round mag out there I saw once a long time ago. I think that was for the Beretta. I think it was. Anyway, point being, high capacity magazines are out there. So if you're crying about the capacity, dude, get over it. Go shopping. They're out there. But look how cool this gun is. I just love this gun. And the more and more I shoot this gun, the more and more it becomes my go-to pistol. And the reason being is just staggering reliability and exceptional accuracy, even with a stock barrel. Very, very smooth action, which is just, it's unbelievable how smooth this Beretta is. The way this thing cycles, the way it connects and disconnects. Can you hear that? Man, you can't even hear that, can you? So smooth. There's no ratcheting. There's no drag sounds. It's just It's like butter. The Berettas are the slickest actions of any gun, especially if you lubricate it with my favorite weapon lubrication, Slipstream Sticks weapon lubricant from Crusader Weaponry. Go to crusaderweaponry.com, go to amazon.com. And of course, while you're at amazon.com, check out and get yourself a copy of Uprising USA and Uprising UK and Uprising Italia. Those are two of those are written by me, one written by my brother. They're good books, zombie apocalypse stuff. And if you like Audible, Uprising USA is on audible.com. So, very simple gun, very beautiful, very elegant. It's like Beyonce. It's big, black, curvy, and sexy as all get out. I love it. I love it. Let's talk about some myths about the Beretta. A lot of people say that the gun is prone to jamming because of all the, because it's open. The open slide, it lets a lot of dirt get in there, and that causes malfunctions. You know what? The open slide is there so dirt can get knocked back out. So if you get dirt in it, you shake it off, you brush it off, rack the action a few times, and there you go. Generally speaking, you're back in business. Now, it did get a bad rap for reliability issues over in the sandbox. And as many people have pointed out before in the past, that was because the Army was buying non-factory magazines. They were buying off-brand magazines that made by a third party. They were unreliable. They were just terrible magazines. Now, I've used those magazines myself. I have some of those magazines. Now, I've had few problems with them, but a couple of those magazines, and I've got a bunch of them, they don't lock the slide back. They're not perfect. They don't have a flush fit like a factory magazine goes. Here, I'm going to put this in, not chamber it, but take a look at that. See how that magazine sits nice and flush, like it's meant to be there? Because it is meant to be there. Make sure we're still clean again. We are clear and clean. Okay. So you got the bad magazines, and then of course you've got just the nasty habit of the military not doing preventive maintenances. The locking block is designed to be replaced. It's a disposable part, just like the mainsprings. And the problem with the Army guns was that they didn't replace the mainsprings, they didn't replace the locking block, and of course when you don't replace what's designed to be replaced, you're going to run into problems. This is just like running your car and never changing the brake pads or your tires. Does that make any sense to anybody? No, it doesn't make any sense to me. So why are you going to hold that against the Army guns if they never did the preventive maintenance? Come on. Also, you're in the worst environment in the world for machinery. The sand in the Middle East, the dust, it gets in everything, and it acts as an abrasive, and it wears things down. Everybody knows this. Then this has caused problems with every weapon system over there, and every vehicle, every machinery that's over there. Even people's laptops, you go over there with any sort of mechanical device of any sort, you're going to have issues with that dust. That's just the way it is. So you can't really hold that against the Beretta because you have to hold that against everything. Okay, so come on. I'm not saying it gets a mulligan for that, but it's a non-issue. Stateside, law enforcement use. These guns have been in use for a long time and are still in use by law enforcement agencies around the country. LAPD was famous for making this famous. It's just a great service gun. The only real reason why most American shooters hate it is because it's not the 1911. The Beretta M9 has the terrible distinction for being the gun that replaced the 1911. And that is its greatest sin. Not that it's 9mm, not that it's Italian. Of course, this is made in the USA, so this is an American Beretta. Uh, but a lot of people held a grudge against it. And I will admit, I did too. When I was in the service, uh, they took away my 1911. They gave me the Beretta, and I hated it for like 45 minutes to an hour or so that I had it. I hated it. I hated every minute of it. And to be honest, I didn't even shoot it. I didn't. I didn't even want to. I was told to go to the range and get familiar, but I didn't because I didn't want to. Luckily, I was able to talk to a second lieutenant who wanted it, and we've made a change. And he wanted the new Beretta, didn't want the old nasty 1911. He thought he deserved the new gun because he was the lieutenant. So I said, LT, let's go talk to the supply sergeant. I'll get my 1911 back, and you can be issued my Beretta. And we were both happy. Everybody was happy. And even the supply sergeant was happy because we got out of his shop. And I've told that story before in the 1911 video, and you heard it again here because it's pertinent to the Beretta M9 and my history with it. I hated the gun at first. Now, a long time later, after no longer wearing the uniform, I bought one. I actually spent my own money and got it, and I shot it, and I enjoyed it, and I loved it. Had some unfortunate events happen in my life, and I had to sell it and many other guns. And when I sold it, I kind of missed it. And I've always liked these guns. And then working at Basin Sports in Vernal, Utah, 511 West Main Street in Vernal, Utah. Again, Google is your friend. Look it up. Working there for a number of years, going on 9, something like that. I missed it, and I had to get another one. And a friend of mine had the coolest one that I've been around because it had the tritium night sights. I had to have it. And he sold it to my brother. My brother got it, and after a while, I was able to talk my brother out of it in exchange for a brand new Beretta Storm. And he loves that Storm, and that Storm is a great pistol. But he's got his Beretta Storm, and he's happy, and I've got the Beretta 92 FS that I wanted, so I'm happy. So we're all happy. Everybody's happy again. See, the Beretta is all about making people happy. Can you appreciate that? I can. Kate Moss in the movie The Matrix looks like she's packing a pair of Beretta 92 FSs like Neo. She's not. Kate Moss is a petite little woman. They gave her the Beretta Cheetahs to look like the Beretta 92 FS, but you can tell by the slide release lever here, that lever. If you watch the movie, you can tell that that is not a Beretta 92 lever. It is the Cheetah lever. Cheetahs, Cougars. What is it with Beretta and the Big Cat? Anyway, everything Beretta makes, I think, is a very well-made product. So there's a lot of clones out there, a lot of copies. But if it's got the Beretta Trident logo, it's good stuff. Little thing about the Trident logo, everybody calls it the Beretta Trident. Even Beretta refers to it as the Trident. But if you look closely, and I can't quite get it to focus, it is not a Trident, it is 3 arrows representing, hey, you know what? Beretta is the oldest company on the face of the earth. No other company at all is as old as Beretta. Beretta is the oldest company in the world. They go back to making arrows. They were making arrows. That's where they started, making pointy sticks. That's how old Beretta is, and they've only gotten better since then. And the 92 FS, I think, is a fantastic gun. Replaced by the the 92 A1, you could say, or the 90-TWO, pronounced, you say it, 92. That was a terrible name that Beretta used for the updated gun, but it was discontinued. And this gun here just continues. And it continues to be one of the finest handguns in the world. And if I get a certain job that brings me back to Utah, I will be competing in the Utah Defensive Pistol League, and I will be running I'll be running this Beretta probably as my main gun for the UDPL shoots because I just love it. I like it. Like I said, the more I use it, the more I like it. I like the safety. I like the decocker. A lot of people say, oh, I don't like the safety because it's backwards. Smith and Wesson had it. Were you guys bitching and moaning about the Smith and Wessons? Okay, well, yes, you were. Yes, you were. So, it is a little different getting used to. Now, for carrying it, because it is a little awkward, if I'm going to carry this gun, I'm going to carry it in the holster off safe. Now, it's still safe because I've got a long, deliberate double action trigger pull. If you think that's not safe, well, go look at Sig Sauer. Sig doesn't have a mechanical safety getting in the way. You have to pull the trigger to get that first shot fired, don't you? And Sig's considered one of the safest guns in the world too. I love the Sig Sauers. I like the Beretta though, just a bit more because, damn, that is one sexy pistol. Love that thing. Anyway, that's my thoughts on the Beretta 92 FS. I want to be buried with this one, and just love it. Just love it. Anyway, if you love it too, make comments. If you hate it, make a comment. Let me know, and let me know why. Don't just say, oh, I hate it. It's stupid. Give me a reason. Why? Articulate your probable cause for not liking the Beretta 92 FS. Give me your well-founded reasons. Also, if you do like it, let me know too. And if your reason is that because I said to like it, that's outstanding. That's probably the best reason. Just between you and me, that's the best reason. Anyway, I've rambled on long enough. Controversial gun, the Beretta 92 FS. You've seen me shoot it. And first shot accuracy. I've got that. It's in one of my destruction videos where I shoot an iPhone. You see me pop that round right dead nut center. Put that bullet exactly where I wanted it. I'll put a link to it below. Anyway, the Beretta is great gun. Love it or leave it. Your call. But for me, it's my gun of choice. Cheers!